Hello and welcome to Cozy English Stories. Today we're going to explore a topic that many of us think about: simplicity. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by too many choices, too much stuff, or a schedule that's just too busy? If so, you're not alone. Let us talk about why simplicity feels so good and how we can bring more of it into our lives. Imagine your closet. Is it full of clothes you haven't worn in years? Now imagine a closet with only the clothes you love and wear regularly. Finding what you want to wear each morning would be so much easier, right? This is a small example of simplicity. It's not about having nothing. It's about having what truly matters and removing the excess. Let's start with our physical space. A cluttered home can often lead to a cluttered mind. When our surroundings are messy, it can be hard to focus and relax. Think about it. Piles of paper, unused gadgets, and knickknacks everywhere can create a sense of chaos. Cleaning up and organizing isn't just about making our home look nice. It's about creating a calm environment where we can feel peaceful. A simple first step is to declutter one small area. Maybe it's a single drawer in your kitchen or a shelf on your bookshelf. Take everything out. Then only put back the items you actually use or love. You'll be surprised how satisfying it feels to see that clean, organized space. It can motivate you to tackle other areas. This process helps us appreciate what we have and let go of what we don't need. When we own fewer things, we often value them more. Now let's think about our digital lives. Our phones and computers can be just as cluttered as our homes. How many apps do you have on your phone that you never use? How many unread emails are sitting in your inbox? A digital declutter can be incredibly refreshing. Try deleting old apps and unsubscribing from email newsletters you no longer read. Organize your files into folders so you can find things easily. Turning off unnecessary notifications can also make a huge difference. Without constant pings and alerts, you can focus better on one task at a time and feel less distracted. Simplicity also applies to our schedules. In today's world, it's easy to feel like we need to be busy all the time. We fill our calendars with work, social events, and appointments. But being busy doesn't always mean being productive or happy. Sometimes the best thing we can do for ourselves is to do less. Look at your weekly schedule. Are there activities you do out of habit or obligation rather than genuine enjoyment? It's okay to say no. Saying no to things that don't bring you joy frees up time for the things that do. Imagine having an afternoon with nothing planned. You could read a book, go for a walk, or simply rest. This downtime is not lazy. It's essential for our well-being. It allows our minds to recharge and our creativity to flourish. When we simplify our schedules, we create space for spontaneity. Maybe a friend calls and asks to meet for coffee. With a less packed schedule, you have the flexibility to say yes. These spontaneous moments often create the best memories. Let's consider our relationships. Simplicity in relationships means focusing on deep, meaningful connections rather than having a large number of superficial ones. It's about quality over quantity. Who are the people in your life who truly support you and make you feel good? Invest your time and energy in these relationships. A long, heartfelt conversation with a close friend can be far more rewarding than a large party where you barely talk to anyone. Simplifying our relationships also means being clear and honest in our communication. Instead of guessing what others are thinking, we can ask. Instead of avoiding difficult conversations, we can address issues directly and kindly. This creates trust and reduces misunderstanding, making our connections stronger and less stressful. What about our goals and ambitions? Sometimes we chase after things because we think we should, not because we actually want them. Society often tells us success means having a big house, a fancy car, and a high-paying job. But does that definition of success make everyone happy? Simplifying our goals means getting in touch with our own values. What is truly important to you? Is it spending more time with family? Is it learning a new skill? Is it traveling? When we define success on our own terms, we can create a life that feels authentic and fulfilling. It's not about lowering our ambitions. It's about aligning them with our heart. A simple life can also be a more mindful life. When we're not rushing from one thing to the next, we have the time to notice the little things. We can savor our morning coffee, enjoy the feeling of the sun on our skin, or listen to the birds singing outside our window. These small moments of joy are all around us, but we often miss them when we are too busy. Simplicity helps us to be present and appreciate the beauty of everyday life. Of course, simplifying isn't always easy. It's a journey, not a destination. It requires conscious choices and continuous effort. There will be times when life gets complicated again, and that's okay. The key is to gently guide ourselves back towards simplicity whenever we feel overwhelmed. Let's review the core ideas. Simplifying our physical space by decluttering creates a calm environment. Simplifying our digital life by organizing files and reducing notifications helps us focus. Simplifying our schedule by saying no to non-essential commitments gives us time to rest and be spontaneous. Simplifying our relationships by focusing on quality connections brings more meaning. And simplifying our goals by aligning them with our personal values leads to a more authentic life. So why does all this feel so good? It's because simplicity gives us freedom. Freedom from clutter, freedom from distraction, freedom from the pressure to always be doing more. It gives us space to breathe, to think, and to simply be. It reduces stress and anxiety and increases our overall sense of happiness and contentment. If you're feeling inspired to bring more simplicity into your life, start small. Choose one area or desk, your email inbox, your weekend plans, and make one small change. See how it feels. You might find that this one simple step is the beginning of a wonderful and liberating journey. The path to a simpler life is paved with small, intentional choices that add up over time, creating a life that is not just less cluttered, but also more joyful and meaningful. Thank you for joining me today at Cozy English Stories. I hope this discussion on simplicity has given you some food for thought. Remember, a simple life is a beautiful life. If you enjoyed this story, please consider subscribing for more content. See you next time.